The Social Security communication and regulation is confusing. At the time of this recording, Social Security says you can apply for your disability benefits and earn up to $1,620 a month. However, working while going through the Social Security disability approval process, should you do it? When to do it? How it can disrupt your ability to get your benefits approved. Brian Tarian here from the Disability Digest, and thank you for watching this video. It's important to understand this aspect of it because it has tripped many people up going through the approval process because frankly, the Social Security communication and regulation is confusing. At the time of this recording, Social Security says you can apply for your disability benefits and earn up to $1,620 a month. However, that does not mean that you can get approved. That means you can apply. So I'm going to break it down for you. And over the last 2 decades, I've seen cases that legitimately should have been approved, but they had some income while they were going through the approval process, and it really messed them up. So I'm going to break it all down for you. And there are certain times when you can try working, and there's actually a benefit to doing so. All right. So first of all, I want you to think about this. Your disability quest is to prove that you're not able to work 5 days a week, 40 hours a week, doing any job in the U.S. economic system. That's for the majority of the people, especially if you're under 50. If you're over 50, depending on your work, it can be a little more lax, a little more favorable for you. So if you're attempting to prove that you cannot work and you're working, it just provides Social Security with a tool to do what they do very well, which is to deny claims. And they could say, well, we understand you have limitations, but they're not severe enough from preventing you from working full time. This is actually language, something like that, that is in a denial letter. Or if you had different or better treatment or more consistent treatment, then we expect you could work full time. Right. So where does this leave you? I mean, the disability approval process as of right now for an initial decision is around 8 months. It's a long time with no income. If you don't do it right and get it approved there, then it could go out like for 3 years. So how do you make all this work? I don't have all the answers. So that's one of the most difficult things about this. But I will say this. You are best, if you want to get approved, to have a financial plan to understand that while you're going through the disability approval process, it's really best not to work. And in some instances, if you're older in age, earning hobby-like income, like under $500 a month, could be okay. But here's another situation that I found effective in actually helping your case, allowing you to work and make some money. If you go through the initial application stage and you do not get approved, and you're in a state where there's reconsideration or you're going to be going for a hearing, there is a long gap during this period of time. So all except 10 states have this reconsideration appeal phase. So I'm going to focus on that. And the approval rates are really low. They're like 11 or 12%. So your odds are not in your favor. So here's a strategy that you could use. It's called an unsuccessful work attempt. During this time, you could go back to work, maybe take a seasonal job around the holidays or in the summer, something that you could do for 2 or 3 months and you could test it. And listen, if you could pull it off and work full time doing it and it works for you, wonderful. It's always better to work than it is to be on benefits. That's just my take on the situation. But what commonly happens is people try it and they're like, oh my God, it's making me worse. I'm not able to work. And they've done this for 2, maybe 3 months, and they have to stop again. Well, this could be a really key piece of evidence for your case. The unsuccessful work attempt is a regulation that Social Security has. I'll put it in the description of this video that says if you go try to work and it's 3 months or less, which is ideal, but it could be up to 6, then this could be used as evidence in your case saying, listen, I tried to work. I've been waiting a long time. You denied me. I went back. I gave it a shot. I just cannot work. So that's the position of a unsuccessful work attempt. So keep that in mind as you go through the approval process. That a little 30, 60 days bump of income could help you out. Now, the next is the setup time. Once you are approved for your disability benefits, you can work consistently every month and earn money. $1,150 a month is what the regulation allows you to earn right now. So think about that as a strategy. There's some people that are earning they've reduced their income because of their condition, and they actually could go through, get approved, go back to work, and be making a comparable amount of money. So the last thing I'll leave you with is you're probably thinking, well, good God, this still isn't going to help me survive. And that is correct. The two pieces of advice I have for you is follow our information, join us as a member, get in our disability approval course and strategy so you can get approved quick. We have strategies that we've collected over the years that we've been doing this to help you survive the wait. I'll put a link to that in the description of the video. You'll also be able to access that when you join us as a member. You'll be connected with one of our advocates, and they'll speak to you about your situation, and they'll give you resources like this to get approved. So that is the summary on working or not working. Again, my take is best for your approval chances to not work. Join us in the comments. Look for links around this video to join us as a member and other resources that I mentioned. Thank you.